Brothers and sisters, welcome to my daily diary. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here. Let me tell you what I did from the 27th of March through the 31st of March, 2024. So Wednesday the 27th, started out here in my office. I had to do some early morning taping right here in the studio for programs that would be airing during the days I would be traveling. That's a constant routine of my schedule, and so I did that early in the morning before the sun came up. Some work at my desk and meetings with staff, our regular morning staff briefing took place, after which I went into a round of phone calls that I had to make. I spoke with a U.S. Senate candidate and various other people. Some of the work at my desk with my emails and other documentation had to deal with the following topics: communication with the America First Policy Institute, communication with my staff about the Pro-Life Women in History project that we've been doing all during the month of March, communication with our social media department, planning for the May pastoral team meeting of our team. Two new pro-life books, I should say the manuscripts for two new pro-life books were sent to me, and I began examining those that both authors wanted me to give my endorsement and input, and that's a regular thing that happens too. They're always very happy to see these books in advance. An opinion piece that I wrote, communication with the outlet that is publishing that. International work regarding the World Health Organization and a very dangerous treaty which attempts to control worldwide the, quote, reproductive freedom, by which they mean the killing of babies. Tapings, broadcasts, plans for all of that, ordering birthday cards for our donors, communicating with the staff that are responsible for doing that, communicating with staff about the recruitment of volunteers, plans for upcoming trips where I'll be traveling and speaking, media interviews and interviews of pro-life leaders, making plans for all of that. Making plans for the purchasing of a radio ad and also radio ads, I should say, a series of election-related radio ads, and also some communication in regard to the anniversary of the death of Mother Angelica, the 27th of March. Went on to have a meeting with our executive director and our website chief website person on staff. That was at 10 a.m. More work there at my desk on topics like this. Then I had a long call with a reporter from the Washington Post. And of course, we were talking about abortion, about the elections, about the pro-life movement, etc. Had some lunch after that. More work at my desk. 3:30 meeting with the gift entry department. They give me a monthly report on those of you who pledge monthly donations. Keep doing that, and thank you for that. And then right at the end of that meeting at 4 o'clock, I was picked up from the office to go to the Orlando airport. Now, my flight was delayed. I was flying up to New York for Easter, for being with the family. Flight was delayed. I kind of rested at the airport, listening to some podcasts and also doing some reading. Got the plane, got to New York, settled in at home on the 27th. Thursday the 28th, Holy Thursday, up in the morning there in New York, and various different things to help out there up at the house to assist. My mom is up there, of course, my brother and other relatives. So did that. I had some work at my email also to deal with. Let's see some of the topics. Travels, upcoming trips. Let's see, and communication with one of the candidates for Senate. There were some communications with various leaders and also with our social media department, and preparation for the decision coming from the Florida Supreme Court. Plans with media interviews, revisions of liturgical resources online. This is a very important thing that we do regularly because a lot of clergy rely on our prayers, bulletin inserts, homily hints, keeping those constantly up to date, and also plans for taping to bring you even more and better material. At 11 a.m., a visitor to the house that wanted to meet me and talk about our work, one of the financial advisors that my mom relies on. And then after that, an administrative phone call that I had with our administrative team, vice chairman and executive director. We had to discuss a number of things. I was with the family there in the afternoon, helping out on various things, visiting. Went to get some seafood at my favorite local seafood place in the late afternoon. At 4 o'clock, had a meeting with our media firm and our communications director and our administrative team. So plans for the continued feeding to the media of pro-life commentary. Important meeting there. And then, of course, Holy Thursday night prayer and worship and reflection and meditation as we began the Holy Triduum. Good Friday, the 29th of March, a lot of more time in prayer, but also on media. So I got up, I had an 8:45 a.m. national broadcast, commentary, of course, on the meaning of Good Friday and Easter, followed right after that by a 9 o'clock radio and podcast interview, and did that for about 15 minutes. Another priest was on with me. That was very nice. So we gave some commentary on that. Various other news outlets were contacting me, and some of my time was spent in communicating with the bookers to have me on during these holy days. Also some work regarding the book that Alveda King and I are finalizing, some work in regard to the 2 abortion-related cases that are at the U.S. Supreme Court right now, and also plans for upcoming spots and tapings regarding liturgy resources. Good Friday, extra time in prayer, meditation, helping around the house as well. And let's see, I had a 5:35 media interview on Newsmax, again with the theme being the meaning of these holy days. And then dinner with the family after that, went to bed early. Holy Saturday, the 30th of March, there at home. In the morning, actually, our travel coordinator, now this is a staff person that has one of the most challenging jobs, keeping up with the invitations that our team gets to speak in various parts of the country and the world, and then planning out the details of those trips. So he was doing some hours of work in the morning he has a different schedule from the rest of the staff. And so I had a meeting with him early in the morning on Saturday to help plan some of my upcoming trips. That was very fruitful. Did some work also regarding the following things: more travel plans, more communications with Newsmax and other outlets about upcoming interviews, plans for social media department, plans in regard to our radio ad buy, and the 2 books I told you about, the new pro-life books that I was asked to review, making my way through those, reading those, etc. Then midday, Holy Saturday, I had another Newsmax interview, gave live commentary on the meaning of these holy days. In the afternoon, my brother was over at the house. We had to do some work regarding the house and helped out with various tasks like that. And otherwise, just visiting with the family and spending the time, of course, in prayer, rest, and reflection for Holy Saturday. And then Easter Sunday, Sunday the 31st of March, my work on my computer just involved sending and receiving Easter greetings from so many other leaders. Did some reading, but of course a day of prayer and rejoicing. Let me just make sure I'm not skipping over anything here. Early Mass at the local parish there. And then, of course, breakfast and visiting with my mom and brother. And then midday, I had another live Newsmax interview talking about the significance of Easter Sunday. And right after that, went to the restaurant that we had booked a reservation at with my mom, my brother, and my cousin. So we had a very nice Easter dinner there, after which came back home and did some more work at my computer, just again reading some of these new pro-life books that came in, and taking care of a few other tasks that I had to get ready for the week about to begin. But overall, a day of prayer, rejoicing, rest, and visiting with the family, as I hope you were able to do as well. And that covers the last days of March, the 27th through the 31st, celebration of the Easter Triduum. I hope you were blessed as well. Thanks for watching these updates, and we will talk to you soon.